Hey, what's up, guys? It's Acid. So I am finally able to have a chance to try to make a actual video again, and I was very disappointed from the last one that I made. Hurt my heart that the game wound up sucking so much ass. Yeah, big disappointment. But no point of worrying about the past. It's a new year now. It's greatness. So, what I want to talk about now is something I've been seeing recently now about just, other little gaming topics or whatever. And it's just mostly been about the state of like shooters, FPS games. And FPS games have been very different. I was literally talking to myself in the room about it, and I was like, man, like it's actually kind of true. Shooters nowadays, I won't. Well, I'll say it like this: I won't say they don't hit like they used to because they're still good. It's just maybe it could be, me to some extent of just being picky or really comparing, the current times with, you know, how stuff was back in 2010, 2015, whatever, But I mean, it's still been good games. I guess it's more so just a thing of just maybe just giving them more of a chance, maybe actually not comparing. So the video was stating about like how games were back in the day, and I think, like shooters, how they changed and how microtransactions became a thing, which I absolutely hate. I hate battle passes. Battle passes are the most annoyingest thing, and I hate that they're practically in everything nowadays. Fortnite's cool. I more recently in the last maybe 2 years actually started liking Fortnite when the no build mode came, but I can't stand battle passes. Like I even hate that Halo Infinite has technically a battle pass, but yeah, I mean, I'm not paying for any of that mess, regardless if it's now or 10 years from now. I ain't paying for none of that mess. So it's just, I can see certain changes, where like I enjoy the free to play. I enjoy that those are a thing now. I enjoy that gaming is where it's at, where it's like practically everybody at some level plays like real games and not just, mobile games or the little games you can play on your phone, whatever, on 10, 15 minute work breaks. Like real gaming is happening. People buying real PCs and all that. And I think shooters now are a bit different. I think it's not necessarily like, I think the main thing, I guess I should say, is the quality, the visual quality that's improved over the last 10, 15 years. But I think that some of the mechanical side has been different. Like, for instance, if you look at something like Titanfall 2, fantastic freaking game. Uh, 2016 Doom, good ass game. Even this game here, Quake, fantastic. Like, these games are really hitting the spot for me right now, especially Quake. Especially Quake. I think it's just a lot more of, it's been visual, like they're still good, to the extent of visual and the look of them. But when it comes to just like the gameplay, how it plays, and all that, I think to some level it is sort of like some comparison with the old and the new, right? Because I used to, I played them a lot more than I do now. But like even something like, let's say, the new Modern Warfare series, not something I see as like, maybe I like it more if I gave it a much bigger chance to try, and B, if I maybe not compared it to the original as much, because the original it would be never nothing to compare those to the now. I mean, unless they try something different and it actually was good and succeeded, then cool. I wouldn't have a problem at all with trying it. But you know, I think some things that could be done, maybe a little bit of a change to just being like some of the military shooters. I think those are a bit of a drag in this day and age. I think that games like the free to play stuff is good. Paladins, Overwatch. What's that other game? Warface. Not Warframe. Yeah, Warframe. That game. That game's, yeah, that game's alright. Um, the finals. The finals. Definitely probably the most unique game that's been out in the last decade for sure. And it's because it's unique with the 3v3v3 teams. It's like if you haven't played it, definitely go play it. The finals. It's on practically everything. The game's fantastic. It feels like you're playing a game show, and that's what. And it's like it has the in-game announcers and also completely AI made voices that did the voice acting, whatever, for the game, which is fantastic in this day and age. But you know, just having that connection to just shooters in general, with like being excited for a new one that's coming out, or just attaching to shooters like I guess I can say like I used to, Titanfall. I can list plenty of games: Titanfall, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, you know, the old CODs. Cold War was the last good COD to me. The Modern Warfare Seeds is blah. Even campaign wise, the multiplayer was still great too. In Cold War, like I said, the Titanfalls, um, Quake, like game has been out for a while, and you know is definitely hitting the spot a lot more for me right now. But I think the FPS world is good and has its things, and I think the thing that makes it bad is when trends happen, which trends happen in everything. But when trends happen, companies or games that were not made to be used in that particular way, for instance, battle royales, are the ones that to me turn into, they lose themselves. They kind of lose themselves. Like I would kind of hate it if Titanfall was as popular as it was and it had a BR. I'm like, no, that's why I don't really agree with, Halo getting a BR, which could work to some level, especially since you have recoverable health. But no, just keep the game as it was released out as being, and don't try to necessarily make it more than what everybody knows it as being. But I think gaming in a lot of ways is good on one side, and the older stuff also is better, gameplay, mechanically, whatever, than a lot of the newer stuff now. I won't say the newer stuff has lost its touch, but it's still just nothing can beat the old days. Nothing can really beat the old days. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to mostly talk about that and get things back flowing again here, with good talks. FPSs are probably my favorite. Next thing, you being a ginormous Nintendo fan, which I'll probably get that on here at some point too. But um, yeah, FPS is king. Good job, good job. But yeah, I'll definitely be getting back on this again and get everything back in the flow. So it's gonna be a great year, fantastic year. All right, it's Acid. I'm out.